Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode, we made it through further through Tephra Cave, and as soon as we made camp, Ryan got kidnapped by Arachnos, and we gotta make sure a vision Shulk does not come true while we just shake our fist at goddamn ether at deposit. soon, good sir, we will. But going forward, we do have arachnopods. If you don't want to engage in fights, please do not enable auto run.
You things just don't give up, do ya? Ryan! I've got to hurry. If I can get up there, I should be able to reach him.
Then hurry we shall. You can climb vines of ladders or any that fit that description. And welcome to Advil Lake. I will say it is not advantageous to take on Shulk alone. Take on things as Shulk alone, because if you can tell, there's a unique monster that's right there. So if you want to make things more efficient, I'd say just go up and get the ladder. What can I say though? This environment, I know Ryan's in mortal peril, but still though, you gotta take time and smell at the roses, you know, or put your face close to the vine. And can I say, for the Definitive Edition, this climbing animation, my god. No, I'm sorry, you can't make Shulk freak out on the goddamn climbing animation. Let's just try it.
But I noticed that when running through water, you can jump and it gets you a little bit further. That's good to know.
Speed running tactics. You know what that's going to be useful for? Saving our best friend. We should probably get around to doing that.
Shulk! Where are you? Ryan! Ryan! There's too many of them! I killed one, and 10 more pop up! Ryan, no! Not that way! Ryan! Shulk! Ryan! What's this? The power of the Monado. Look out! Glad one of us figured out these things would try and ambush. Let's do this, Shulk. Right.
And not a moment too soon, another power of the Monado has activated and thus brought in a new mechanic to the game. Dare I say, the main gimmick of this game. We can now see into the future with combat. Basically, this shows you the monster that's going to attack, what attack it's using, the character is going to receive it, how much damage they're going to do, and the time in which you have. Now this has changed from the original, because normally it would go down in a bar, but this, it not only does that, but also what appears to be a turn count. So, looks like the time now has been even more emphasized. But also, you can't just defend against any attack. There's different ones, physical and for art, and also talent art. Same thing as us.
And talent arts are represented by a number in the name.
And we'll get onto that in due time. But when it happens, when a vision occurs, if you have enough in the party gauge, you can warn the character, and if they have an art which can do anything to prevent it, you can do it, and they don't even have to worry about their cooldowns. And once you do that, not only does it make your future seem a little bit better, but it also increases morale, because let's face it, you've changed the future by your own hand. How badass is freaking that? So, I can't see anything else. Let's use it to good use.
I'll hold off the big ones attached with the Monado. You deal with all the little ones. Wait.
And here we have a shot of the gimmick in action. We have Ryan unfortunately mating his end. Let's change that with power of Monado Shield.
I'm so glad an exclamation point shows up there, because there have been times in which I have had bad muscle memory and clicked the wrong Monado art.
Yeah, but luckily though, it not only applies to Ryan, but also to Shulk as well. Shield is thankfully an all-out art. So, if any character is in trouble, you can do anything. Now, and on to the Arachno Queen itself. Apart from play tribute, what this guy does is she spawns more for you to enjoy. And also the Queen's Fury attack, which she just does. It causes a few problems. Well, I was gonna say that, but also now it's time for Arachno Crush, which is her talent art. In this case, do the same thing again. Now, the Monado doesn't immediately recharge. You need to use your auto attacks to bring it back into being used again.
Let's see what you're made of.
But as long as that happens, Ryan's pretty much safe. The only thing that you've got to worry inherently about this fight is if you have bad morale and you miss a lot, therefore unable to build the Monado back up. It's like that, or little enemies off to the side are causing you havoc. I would really about that. And during combat, Shulk learned a new art, which is Air Slash, which is, if you attack from the side, immediately broken.
Looks like the Monado works on more than just Mechon. I gotta say, that's pretty awesome.
Ryan, I just realized something.
Huh?
The future I see, it isn't set. I think it's more like a warning.
A warning?
Yeah. A warning about what will happen. What will happen if I don't do anything. Or if I can't do anything. So I can use this power to change the future. And that's exactly what I intend to do.
You've got my vote. And if you really can do that, I think Fiora would have liked it too.
Yeah.
Right, let's get moving. We're nearly at the Bionic's knee.
And with that, the boss fight's over. And this is what As was referring to a while ago. If you notice there, it says level 1. I mentioned like in last episode, you can level up the Monado arts. You need to do this particularly for Shield if you want to block certain level attacks. If it's not high enough, guess what dude, you ain't blocking it. So now, the tutorial that comes on here, it shows up skill links. Now this is another complicated system which isn't really addressed too much, but we'll get into it now. First off, we have skill trees. These each emphasize a certain aspect of Shulk, as in like block rate, agility, or what's the other one? Ether. Never mind that. And we have Ryan, which has strength, critical hit rate, and agility. And they all have different names because they are, well, they're character traits.
Yeah, and I like that about it.
And now we'll get to the aspect about skill points or skill coins. How you get affinity coins is by either getting to a certain level or killing various unique monsters. So, if you're able to get enough, you can have skill links which allocate to different characters who you are fighting with, and if you're right by them, they give you certain buffs of various degrees. not much to say on this at the moment because it's very shallow at the moment. But to me, this was a very complicated system to get a grasp on. But basically, experiment and see what suits you, and just play around with it. It'll definitely come in handy. Trust me, I'm sure. But now that we can move on, are you ready for the most useless item in this entire game? Yeah, you know that Queen's fluid we just got for beating the boss? That's it.
That's all it's used for.
Yep, that's it. Just one and done. And guess what? It stays in your inventory.
Can't sell it.
No, never gets used again. I feel like there was needed or not needed. You kill the boss, you know, the web falls down, but I guess be too generic. And let's face it, this game is far from generic. You know what I mean? Have a shot and see what I mean. This game is far from normal.
Wow. No matter how many times I see this, I never get used to it.
On the other side of those clouds.
Yep. It's our enemy. Mechonis.
Our enemy.
If we just came up the Bionis shin...
Then this must be its kneecap, right?
Yep. Which means Colony 6 is up ahead.
Looks like we can climb up there.
Great. I love a good climb.
The visuals cannot be understated. The skyline, the lighting box, the models, the view, everything about this is damn right gorgeous. Also, don't fall off there. You ain't flown back to Colony 9. That's for goddamn sure. You can even see the Monado floating outside of Shulk's body. And as we're going on, I will say, remember how Ryan just said, you know, I like a good climb? Keep that in mind. No reason, just keep it in mind. Not alluding to anything at all. Just, you know, just keep it in mind. And now, let's just take a moment, just listen to the ambience. so relaxing. It's peaceful. Except for one particular thing. This is new. Hey Ryan, there's something here. Says Shulk, what do you think this is? I've no idea. Alright. I'll just poke it, see what happens. Hold on now. We don't know what it'll do. It could be dangerous. Well, Shulk, you poked it. A music of Tephra Cave plays. Then seems like we're being pushed back, and you know what? I don't think anyone wants Shulk to jump off a cliff. Welcome everyone to what is a new aspect about Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. This, for the description, is the challenge area. We have up on Artsage.
I've been waiting.
Artsage been waiting! We have limitless powers of Artsage. Artsage is presage friends coming. Also presage questions friends ask. What is place? Who you? It not so? This place like Bionis, but not. Seems familiar, but not actually. It's like that it's place that connect past futures. You get that what I mean soon. And Nuppon Artsage is great Nuppon who, through endless training in many times and places, becomes sagest of sages. Since friends come here, that must mean friends want to become disciples. No backsies. So friends compete challenges with much success, Artsage's gift reward. Good thing Artsage transcend greed for material possessions, otherwise would not part with such priceless treasures. Everything happens Artsage has foreseen. Incidentally, by the by, if friends make new friends who also want to become follower, please bring along. Artsage will happily prepare special new challenges and rewards. What friends feel like tracking today? This was introduced in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in its DLC. Challenge area, pretty much as is. You face enemies in certain challenges, and if you do good, you get a Nuppon Stone, which is a currency, and with that, you can get various items and various perks. And of course, as you progress through the story, more become available to you. So, we can trade other items, but we need to get Nuppon Stones in order to do that. Now, some are going to be free-flowing, others, they are going to ask you to get different characters in different fights. So, let's have a look. Humble beginnings. Unless you want to do restricted, in which case, why not? We can do restricted because it's only Shulk and Ryan.
Say, Ryan, what time is now?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Did I seriously just hear that? Nintendo, they know the memes quite well. And of course, if you want to give up, you can give up.
Alrighty. Time to rumble.
Let's give them hell. Everyone, do your best.
And these are challenges in which you can take on as you see fit. And plus, they also adapt you to the level in which they need you to be, hence why it's restricted. It can be a good thing or a bad thing. But again, no, this is just a time challenge in which you just get things done in quick fashion. So, let's make haste and get rid of these guys quick.
Makes me wonder what things we're going to see later on regarding this.
Oh, you know. There's going to be challenges which are going to be mean, downright cruel, downright barbaric, dare I say, draconic in their cruelty. What? I just thought that was well articulated. Anyway, let's kill the babies.
Keep this up.
And with that done, we get our rankings, as one would expect, but of course you get a reward for your first time, a bonus, and of course we get judged. But look at that,
New high score!
we got S rank.
Seriously,
because we're badass, and S is for Shulk. And with that we get a lot of exotic stuff which we will happily take up on, sir. But just in case you're curious, no, if you go in to fight, you cannot affinity grind. So you have to do it outside of the world, or this world. But I think though, guys, we are gonna call things there. So if that's this video, be sure to like it. If you don't like it, well then you can go the same way as that time challenge and be utterly smashed. And if you want to subscribe to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe. And we won't be doing most of these things on screen, but we will show the results of them soon after. But with that said, guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.